Shalom. We are the Hebrew Israelites from the Indianapolis camp of the Great Millstone, and we're here to give all praises, glory, and honor to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash.
double honors to the apostles and elders of the Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also salutations to the hopeful elect of the 12 tribes of Israel, be scattered to the four corners of earth and be like unto the speckled bird. And the 12 tribes of Israel are as follows. The tribe of Judah, who's the so-called Negroes. The tribe of Benjamin, the so-called West Indians. The tribe of Levi, the so-called Haitians. The tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans. The tribe of Zebulon, the so-called Guatemalans, the Panamanians. The tribe of Ephraim, the so-called Puerto Ricans. The tribe of Manasseh, the so-called Cubans. The tribe of Gad, the so-called North American Indians. The tribe of Reuben, the so-called Seminole Indians. The tribe of Naphtali, the so-called Argentinians to Chileans. The tribe of Asher, the so-called Colombians to Uruguayans. And the tribe of Issachar, the so-called Mexicans. So we say Shalom.
Shalom.
All right, we're just going to get right into it. Open forum. We'll start at 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 1. And it reads, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith Yahweh.
That's right. Hey, we're out here to speak to the children of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, and which is his people, which is Yahweh Shemashai's people. All right. He said, "I will put thy." It says, "I will put in thy mouth," saith the Lord. All right. And then how's he going to do that? By putting the Spirit on us, the Holy Spirit on us, to be able to understand these wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and to be able to preach it. All right. It's all through his grace and mercy, through his power. Right?
This is Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
That's right. He has made us a watchman unto the house of Israel. What do watchmen do? All right, they keep a lookout. All right, they pay attention so that the flock, doesn't be taken out. Man, when you're on your watch, that means you're constantly looking into what? Latest news, all right? Things that are going on around you, not only physically, but spiritually, all right? What it comes to be is being circumspect, man, all right? That's what it means to be on your watch, man. Because when a true person's on their watch, man, they're not going to allow for the enemy to come in on you, all right? It's like a thief would, all right? A watchman's going to be paying attention so no one can take you, all right?
Read that again, real quick.
Ezekiel chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman.
That's right, and that's what I wanted. He said, I have made you a watchman, all right? This is nothing of our own doing. Yahweh Shemashai has lifted us up to do this work, all right? He could have used anybody else. That's why it's important to stay humble in this thing, because he can use anyone on this earth, all right? All right, but he has elected us, the hopeful elect, to push this great gospel, man. He has done it.
Say, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give the warning from me.
That's right. Give him warning at my mouth and give him warning from me, because these are his words, all right? Hey, we're just the messengers, man. We're just bringing out what Yahweh Shemashai has already established, all right, with this word, man.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 58, verse 1, and it reads, Cry aloud, spare not. Lift up thy voice like a trumpet, and show my people their transgression.
That's right. Hey, that's right. That's why we are on the highways and hedges doing the work, man, in the chief place of concourse. All right. Even now, we're at this park. If people around us can even hear us, because we're lifting up our voice like a trumpet. A trumpet is a loud instrument. All right. So we're here to lift up our voice. All right. And show what his people his transgressions. It says spare not. All right, so we're not worried about feelings, okay? We're worried about what Yahweh Shemashai has established, man. It's not about feelings, it's about what he wants done, all right? And we're here to help push his will, all right?
And let's finish off. And show my people their transgression, and the house of Jacob their sins.
That's right. And how do we show them that? Through these scriptures, all right? Through this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. All right? The blueprint onto how we're supposed to live as a nation of people, man.
Continuing on in 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 2, and it reads, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true.
That's right. That's why it's written in this Bible right now, man. And that they're faithful and true. That means what? That these words are gonna come to pass. All right. That they're not gonna let you down. All right. And it's the truth. Okay. All right. This isn't gonna steer you the wrong way. All right. Because this equals life and not death. All right.
Verse 3, and it reads, "Fear not the imaginations against thee. Let not the incredulity of them that trouble thee and speak against thee."
That's right. Hey, you're not supposed to let the unbelievers knock you off your horse, man. All right, because they're gonna die in their unbelief. All right, at the end of the day. All right, Yahweh Shem Yahushua, he said, man, hey, these words are faithful and true, man. So we're not gonna let anyone knock us off with their vain doctrines and stuff, man. Because we're sticking to the truth, man. All right.
Real quick, yeah, hey, these people in the world, bro, they say all types of things against the man of the Lord. They say all types of things to try to break your faith, man. All right, hey, but these scriptures teach us, not to listen to those things, man. Hey, not to let those things seep into your spirit. Okay, hey, we know what Yahweh Shem Yahushua promised us, man. All right, and we know that he's not a man that he shall lie.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right. Because he's given us faith, man, which is a gift, which is allow us to push this gospel, man, and be a true believer, man. That's right. Anybody got that Romans 3 on that?
You said that.
Oh, we go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 3, verse 3. The one the Son did not believe, shall their unbelief make the faith of Yahweh without effect? Yahweh forbid. Yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a lie.
That's right, because man, if you ain't coming out of these scriptures, man, all right, you're not coming with this the doctrine of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. Hey, man, you're gonna die in your unbelief, man. We're not worried about what you're talking about, man, because the most High Yahweh Shem Yahushua, He's the truth, man. All right, and we're gonna abide by His words. We're not gonna allow people to make us come off this straight and narrow path, man. All right. Because they don't believe, all right? Yep.
They say, yea, let the Most High be true, but every man a lie. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy sayings, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
That's right, because we're going to be justified through our faith through Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, with this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man. All right? Forget them, man, that don't believe, man. Hey, it's going to equal death, man. All right? We're not worried about these unbelievers, man. Hey, we're here to push this doctrine, man. Hey, until we can't no more, man. You know? Okay. Go ahead.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 8. But the fearful and unbelieving and the abominable, murderers, whoremongers, sorcerers, idolaters, and all liars shall have their part in the lake which burns with fire and brimstone, which is the second death.
That's right. Hey, man, y'all gonna go through that nuclear destruction, man, because y'all didn't make Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, your armor strength, man, your strong tower of defense, man. All right, y'all chose everything else besides this word, man, as he had listed, man. All right, so that's why you have to come back to these law, statutes, and commandments. All right, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, man. All right, and you speckled birds, man, that look like the other nations, but have some type of zeal, man. Hey, you're supposed to come back to your power, man. All right, and you're supposed to get it while he may be found, man. And right now, the time is coming to where, hey, this is about to be over, man. You're gonna miss it. All right.
So I'm gonna add, man, we're touching on the topic of unbelievers in that specific verse, man. And scripture say, we save by faith, right? So the Lord's not coming back to save no unbelieving ass niggas, man. So if we supposed to be saved by faith and you ain't got faith, and the Lord's not coming back to save you, you're going to period.
That's right, man.
That goes right into the next scripture.
That's right.
Okay. 2 Esdras chapter 15, verse 4, and it reads, "For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness."
Woo! It says all the unfaithful, all of them, every single one of them are gonna die. Okay, simple as that, man. If you don't choose the ways of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, you done chose death. That's it.
This is 2 Chronicles chapter 15, verse 13. that whosoever will not seek the Lord Yahweh Shai power of Israel should be put to death, whether small or great, whether man or woman.
That's right. Hey, just like we're not sparing anybody on these highways and hedges with this word, the Lord isn't sparing anybody, whether you're great, old, young, whatever. He's taking you out, man, for the unbelief, man. All right, because he can't allow unbelievers, man, to exist. All right, he's got to get rid of them, man, and simply by death. And you have to be born back in your right mind, man. You know.
Man.
Proverbs 14 and 12. There is a way which seems right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death.
That's right. That's why it says, lean not unto your own understanding, man. All right, because when you're doing that, it's going to equal death because, you know, hey, the mind is, was it deceitfully wicked? Yeah, go ahead and get that real quick, you know? So us, with our own vain imaginations, man, hey, people make up their own doctrines, man, but which equals to death, man, because if you ain't coming out of his words, man, he gave us the playbook on how to live, all right? And these scriptures is what's going to stand, okay?
Right.
And none of your vain opinions are going to matter, man, all right? Go ahead.
Just the book of Jeremiah, chapter 17, verse 9. The heart is deceitful above all things, desperately wicked. Who can know it?
That's right. That's right. Who can know it, man? All right. So that's why you have to be taught, all right, and you have to learn from these scriptures, man. You know, and obviously you have men to teach you as well, all right. Through the spirit of Yahweh Shemel Shai, man. You're not gonna get this on your own, man. That's how it works, man. Yeah.
Verse 10. I, the Lord, Yahweh Shemel Shai, search the heart. I tried the reins, even to give every man according to his ways, according to the fruit of his doings.
That's right. Hey, that's right. So guess what? If you're doing the righteousness, all right, you're gonna receive the righteous reward, man. And if you're doing wickedness, you're gonna receive the wicked reward. And what's that? Death. Simple as that, man.
That crown versus the death.
That's right. That's what it is. Yeah. That's right.
Okay. Continue on. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 5, and it reads, Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
Hey, that's right. And he has to do this, man. All right, because this is the will of the Heavenly Father, man. All right, he's got to bring his destruction to this place, man. All right, because it's been exceedingly wicked, man. Well, you're going to get that next verse right there.
You really, these things are going on right now too. You know, all the people that just died over there, Haiti. All right, hey, the Lord is bringing death and destruction to his place, man. All right, he's doing what he said he was going to do, man. All right, and it's going to get worse.
That's right.
All right.
Yeah, for an example with Haiti, man. Hey, he said he's going to judge his people first, man.
That's right. Got that.
Okay, bring it up.
All right. This is the book of 1 Peter, chapter 4, beginning at verse 17, and it reads, For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of Yahweh. And if it first began at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh?
That's right. Hey, and what you got in Haiti is predominantly the tribe of Levi, man. All right, and they just got majorly judged, man. And you know they continue to get judged. All right, that island has been torn up from the floor up, man. All right, and so that was a prime example, man. Hey, if the Lord's willing to hammer His people like that, how much more the ungodly, man, these heathen, man, and then of course the non-believers of them, our people, man. It's gonna be treacherous, man.
Next scripture. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18, and it reads, And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?
That's right. The righteous scarcely be saved. And when we're talking about the righteous, we're talking about the men of the Lord that fought hard for Yahweh Shemel Shai's name. And if they barely make it, then how much more the unbelievers, man, and the ungodly, man. It's gonna they're not gonna be able to hold up. All right, that's just what it is.
What precept? Good.
And you shall hear of wars and rumors of wars, see that you not in trouble. For all these things must come to pass.
Right. So we're not supposed to be fearful of these things, man, because the Lord didn't give us the spirit of fear, man. All right. The only fear that we have is that reverence for Yahweh Shemel Shai, and that fear to do this work, man. But all these things have to come to pass. These famines, these pestilences, man. All this death and destruction, man, has to happen, man, because that's the will. All right. So and we have to be okay with that. Matter of fact, we look forward to that. Because we know when these things are popping off, man, we're just getting closer and closer to the end of this wicked kingdom, man. It's the righteous kingdom coming back, okay?
But the end is not yet. Verse 7. For a nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom.
And you're seeing that right now, man. You got China, you got Russia, you got all the big powerhouses, man, moving troops around, man, getting in position, getting ready to, ready to hit that go button, man, and get this thing on and popping, man. All right, and they've been doing this for some years, man. Everybody's trying to gain position, man. All right.
If I may add, you also got the state of Israel going against Iran. They want to attack them. So
That's right. All right. That's right. So those war, man, the war drums are beating, man. The tumult. That's right.
And kingdom against kingdom. And there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
That's right. All right. And that's what we're saying, man. Especially these earthquakes, man, in diverse places. I mean, you can get you an earthquake app and see all these earthquakes that go on a daily basis in places you ain't never even heard of, man. You didn't even realize we're on the map. All right. That's some diverse places, man.
Verse 8. All these are the beginning of sorrow.
The beginning of sorrows, man. All right. The beginning of sorrows. All right.
And if I may add too, also that was in 70 AD, but it's supposed to happen at this time.
That's right.
The scripture for that too. This is Ecclesiastes 1 and I'm going to verse 9. The thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun.
That's right. That's right. That's why the Lord requires ways from the past, man. All right. It's the same exact thing, just in a different time period, man. All right. That's why these scriptures, man, speak in any generation. All right.
Read that over real quick.
yeah, okay. This is the book of 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, beginning at verse 5 again. Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction.
This is Sirach, chapter 39, verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction they pour out their force, and appease and represent their main things. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance.
That's right, man. Hey, actually, keep going.
Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword punisheth the wicked to destruction.
Hey, that's right. Hey, and it said that it's appeasing, man. All right. So when these things are ready to go, man. Hey, it's gonna appease the one that sent him. Who sent him? How about Shemal Shah, man? All right, this is his pleasure, man. This is the way he gets down with destruction, man. All right, these are the things this is part of his arsenal, man. All right, the Lord's arsenal.
I mean, hey, every morning I get up and check the news. Some, Edomite getting chewed up by a shark on the beach.
Right.
And it's like every week.
That's right.
Every week, chopping off a leg, an arm, mutilating them. They haven't learned yet. They said it's going to get the wicked. Yep.
Even the wicked of our people.
God.
That's why you see the family pit bull chewing up a 2 or 3-year-old toddler. All right. How many times you see that a week? All right. That's because that was the spirit of vengeance that the Lord put on. Yeah.
Crazy stuff.
Yeah.
That was the judgment y'all about to shot too, man.
That's right.
Chapter 40. Sirach chapter 40, verse 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is sevenfold more upon sinners. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamities, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood.
See, hey, that's right, man. Hey, these are all part of the Lord's arsenal, man. And he's got a million times a million. He got infinite ways to take you out, man. All right, that's why it's a scary thing to follow the Lord, power of
Yes, Hebrews 10 and 31. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 10, verse 31. And it reads, "It is a fearful thing to fall into the hands of the living God."
That's right. So Yahweh Shema Shai, hey, once he pulls your card, man, it's over. All right. That's the power we're dealing with.
This is the book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 6. Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
That's right. Hey, man, because life and death is in the hands of the Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right? Hey, when it's time to take you out, man, he'll take you out, man. And there's nothing you can do, all right? There's no amount of money, no matter begging, all right? When you had yet liberty to come and get this understanding, you know, hey, you loathe his law, man. So guess what? He had to take you out, man.
Got that precept for you. You finish
I'll finish that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Verse 7. Surely Yahweh by Shema Shai will do nothing, but he revealeth his secrets unto his servants, the prophets.
That's right, and he's given us the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, man, to understand this is how he does things. That we no longer think that he doesn't do anything that's considered bad, right? That Lord does both good and evil, all right? He's the one that's the author of all of it, okay? And now that, and he's revealed that unto his servants, the prophets, man. So now we have that understanding, which that's why we have the fear, that reverence for him, that respect for him, because we know he has the control, total control.
Deuteronomy 32, verse 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no power with me.
That's right.
I kill and I make alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand.
That's right. Hey, you ain't gonna be able to get out of what Yahweh Shema Shai has set up, man. There's no other power besides him, man. All right, he has total control, man. He's a true king, all right. And there's no one that can bend his will, man. No one.
He said, I kill, I make alive. So y'all see these different deaths and different things going on earth. That is the will of Yahweh Shema Shai.
That's right. That's right.
Yep. He's in control.
That's right. That's right. That's why when you see a little baby get killed or mutilated in a bad way, you know, majority of the world say, "Oh, the Lord wouldn't do that." You know, that's just Satan. Well, Satan works for Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. So guess what? He's the one that sent the hit out. Okay.
This is the book of Sirach, Ecclesiastes chapter 11, verse 14. Prosperity and adversity, life and death, poverty and riches come of the Lord.
That's right. That's everything. All right. Yeah, like I said, the riches, the poverty, all right, the life, the death, all right. Whether you can excel at this or you can't do something in this matter. Hey, the Lord directed the steps of every man. All right. Lord, that's right, man. His goals are of the Lord, man. So you have no say. All right. That's why you have to be humble, because we don't know if we're gonna make it out of this session, man. That's how the type of you have to be humble down, man. You can't think, well, I'm gonna go do this, I'm gonna do that. You know, hey, everything's Lord willing. All right, it's not off your own good.
Precept. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 68, verse 20, and it reads, "He that is our God is the God of salvation, and unto God Yahweh belong the issues from death." Okay, and that's what it says. You know, He is our salvation. You know, and He says, "Unto Him belong the issues of death," just as the brothers were saying earlier. You know, he kills, He makes alive. You know, he brings the judgment. None can deliver out of His hands. You know, every issue of death, like from a newborn baby up to the most elderly person. You know, He ordained that.
That's right.
And like I said, you know, He is the God of our salvation. And that "our" is the nation of Israel. You know, according to Isaiah 45:17. You know, salvation is only for the nation of Israel.
That's right. All right.
That's right. Like this. Okay, back in 2nd Esdras chapter 15, continuing with verse 6. For wickedness hath exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled.
Hey, that's right. Because all these sins have reached up into the heavens. Okay, and Yahweh Shema Shai has had enough, man. So now he's about to rain his total judgment on this place, man. And you see it, man. All right.
Precept. Go ahead.
It's Isaiah chapter 13, verse 11. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible.
Hey, that's right, man. Hey, if you're not down with Yahweh Shema Shai, man, hey, you're gonna be utterly destroyed, all right? And then you heathens, you don't have a choice. You're definitely gonna be destroyed and put in captivity, man. Hey, the Lord is not playing with y'all no more, man. All right. So, hey, so for you Israelites, man. Hey, the time is to repent, man, and come back to His law, statutes, commandments, Yahweh Shema Shai, man, and have faith that He's gonna come back, man, and He's gonna deliver us from out of this, man. All right. Because death and destruction is on its way, man, in a big way.
That's it. Okay. Continue on. 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 7, and it reads, Therefore saith Yahweh, verse 8, I will hold my tongue no more as touching the wickedness, which they profanely commit, neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's right. Yeah. All our brothers and sisters that died unrighteously, man. Hey, went back to the spirit world, man. They complain to Yahweh Shema Shai, saying, hey, when are we going to deliver us, man? When are you going to stop the wicked man, chiefly Esau Edom, man, from putting their foot on our neck, man? When are we going to be back in leadership? When is the world going to become ours, all right? Hey, that's what Yahweh Shema Shai is dealing with, man. All right, and in due time, he will answer that, and he will come back and save us, man.
This is Isaiah chapter 42. I'm sorry, verse 13. Isaiah 42 and 13. The Lord Yahweh Shai shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. I have long time holding my peace. I have been still and refrained myself. Now will I cry like a travailing woman. I will destroy and devour at once.
Hey, that's right. So Yahweh Shema, hey, he's coming back, man, with death and destruction on his mind, man. All right, to pay back all the iniquities, man. All right, all the things that were spoken against him, man. He's gonna reign back and get his glory, and his name shall be appraised on the earth. All right, he will be a power to be feared again. Okay. All right, because right now, man, there's no fear of the Lord in this land, man. All right, and throughout the earth, man. They fear these other gods and idols, man. All right, they just, or they have no fear at all, man. They think everything these people think they do is in their own power, man. They will. But Yahweh Shema Shai is going to be the face of the earth again, man. And he's going to show his great power, man. Because he's sick of all the wickedness that's been done, man. All right. And the only way he's going to cleanse this land, man, because of all the unrighteous blood that's been sprayed, man, is through the death, man. He's going to have to cleanse them with their own blood, man.
Revelation 6 and 9. And we had opened the fifth seal. I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of the Most High, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying, How long, O Lord, holy and true, doest thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
Hey, that's right, man. That's what it goes back to the 2nd Esdras, where it says the innocent righteous blood crieth unto me, and the souls of just complain continually, man. All right, because they know what happened, man. Hey, they know that we've been done unjustly down here, man. All right. So Yahweh Shema Shai is hearing the cries of his people. He hears our prayers, man. All right, and he will answer in due time, man. Hey, he's not slack concerning his promise, man. All right, he will deliver us, man. He's not a man that he shall lie. All right, so that's why we have to keep the faith, man, and keep enduring to the very end. All right, he will deliver us, man.
Last one. Luke 18:7. And shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear long with them? I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?
That's right. Is he not going to have his men of the Lord's back, man? The one that's labored in the truth for him, man, and stood stiffly for his name? He's got our back, man. Yahweh Shema Shai has us, man. And look, when he delivers us and saves us, man, all this, the captivities we've been in, it's going to seem like nothing, man. It's going to seem like a bad dream, because guess what? When he delivers us, man, we're going to be ruling for eternity, man. All right? We'll never have anybody over us again, man. So yeah, men count slackness of Yahweh Shema Shai, but in the scheme of things, it's going to be like just a few hours, man. All right?
Okay, I got something about that real quick. This is Isaiah 62:6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace day nor night. Yea, they make mention of the Lord, keep not silent.
Hey, that's right. That's right. So he set us up to be the watchmen, right? And what are the men of the Lord doing, man? They're not letting this word rest, man. It's coming it's coming night and day, man. All right. Every hour on the hour, every minute on the minute. Because what? We're not giving no rest, man. Through what? These electronic pistols, man. You know, the videos going up on YouTube, man. Brothers going out on the highways and hedges, man, speaking the truth, man. All right, hey, this word is going continually, man. All right, just like because we're praying to be delivered, man, continually. All right, we want Yahweh Shema Shai to come save us right now. All right,
Yes.
but we know, hey, we have to be patient, man. All right, it takes patience, all right, which means suffering, man. So, go ahead.
He that endures to the end shall be saved.
Saved, that's right. All right, so we just got to be patient with this thing, man.
He that make mention of the Lord, keep not silent, and give him no rest till he establish until he make Jerusalem a praise in the earth.
That's right. All right. So we're gonna do this until this thing is over, man. All right. Till Israel is back on top. All right. The nation of Israel, the kingdom of heaven's here, and the nation of Israel is back on top, and no one can stop us, man. All right. That's why we gotta continue and endure to the very end, man. Keep pushing this great gospel, man. All right. Until they shut us down from the streets and shut off the internet, man. We just gotta keep pushing, man. Keep pushing.
This is the book of Nahum, chapter 1, verse 3. The Lord is slow to anger, and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked.
That's right. Hey, just because the wicked are getting away with it now, man, hey, they think since they've gotten away with it that the Lord has forgotten. No, he said, I will not at all acquit the wicked, man. Chiefly Esau Edom, man. All right, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna have to pay the recompense. All right, for what you have done on this earth, man. All right, and it's gonna happen. It's going to happen.
I mean, the scripture in 2nd Esdras, the Lord said he'll hold his tongue no longer, right? Now the people of this world, man, because of Lord is long suffering, and they take his long suffering for weakness, man.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, the Lord is building up that tab to ultimately just have it, slap chiefly Esau Edom in his face, but as well as these sinners and these other heathens.
That's right.
All right.
That's right.
It says the Lord has his way in the whirlwind and in the storm, and the clouds are the dust of his feet. I mean, and that whirlwind, is going into destruction.
That's right, bro.
And that's how the Lord is coming with the chariots of heaven, all right, which the world calls UFOs, but we know these will be the chariots of Israel, all right. And chiefly his only begotten Son, our Lord Yahweh Shai, the holy angels, all right, the nuclear missiles, all of that to destroy this wicked kingdom, all right.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 109, beginning with verse 14. And it reads, Let the iniquity of his fathers be remembered with Yahweh, and let not the sin of his mother be blotted out. Okay. And it says, let not the iniquity, that's sin upon sin upon sin. That the wicked, namely chiefly Esau, Edom, has been committing. It says, and let not the son of his mother be blotted out. You know, and that's saying the same thing. You know, the father and you know the women as well. You know, they're just as equally guilty. You know, as you look into history, you know, you find out that the Edomite women were like 43% of slave owners. Okay, verse 15. Let them be before the Lord continually, that he may cut off the memory of them from the earth. And that's, you know, going into prophecy, you know, ultimately the nation of Edom is going to be cut off completely. Right. You know, according to Obadiah 1:18. Going to be done away with.
Right.
All right. Verse 16. Because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. And that poor and that needy man and those broken in heart is the nation of Israel. Okay, and you know, he said because he remembered not to show mercy. All right, that goes back in, I think it's in James, you know, show no mercy to those who didn't show any mercy. Okay, if I paraphrase. All right, and verse 17. As he loved cursing, so let it come unto him, as he delighted in not in blessing, so let it be far from him. And again, that's going back into that recompense for all of the sins that you had committed, chiefly against the tribe of Israel, the nations of Israel. That's right. Okay. Okay. All right. Back in the second Esdras chapter 15. Verse 9, and it reads, and therefore saith Yahweh, I will surely avenge them and receive unto me all the innocent blood from among them.
That's right. He said, I will surely avenge them, man. That means it's gonna happen, all right? All right, he's betting on himself. Yahweh Shemashah. He is gonna avenge, all right, vengeance, man. All right, then you have to believe that, man. That's why it's going to be by faith, man. You got to understand that the Lord is going to come back, and he's going to take vengeance for us, man. All right. Because he said vengeance is the Lord. All right, so we're going to allow him to do his thing. You know.
Verse 10, and it reads, behold, my people is led as a flock to the slaughter. I will not suffer them now to dwell in the land of Egypt.
That's right, because America, Babylon the Great, man, which is spiritual Egypt as well, man. This is our house of bondage here, man, and everything preaches death and destruction, man, here, because all these ways are contrary to Yahweh Hashem Yahushua, man. So we're led to the flock and slaughter by multiple ways, man. We're put in bad conditions, man. Last hired, first fired. You know, we're always given the hard way to go. I told you, obviously we're under the curses, man. Here, all right. So we're just here to we're killed all the day long here, man. All right. That's why you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to understand, man. We're in captivity, man. This is not a place of our rest, man. This is not a place to get comfortable at, man. Because you see our people get gunned down in the streets. All right. Not be able to get a loan for a business. We're given the runaround on everything we try to do, man. From the simplest to the biggest matters, right?
Yeah, I just want to add to what you were saying. You know, we got a lot of those unrighteous decrees going on. I was just reading something today where you have a lot of the slave codes of the states that literally enforce the Constitution. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's why you have those. That's why you have those divisions, between federal and state. And some of those slave codes are very much alive on the books and still in effect today. All right, so yeah, they've been trying to cut us off at every turn. Making sure that we're going off, ultimately to destroy us as a nation. But that's not going to happen.
So, I got a couple to prove this the land of Egypt. Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Hey, that's right, man, because those dead bodies are what? Hey, you Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, man, that don't know who you are, man. All right? You're in a dead state, man. All right? So, hey, read that back real quick. Let me get that last one.
Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified.
Hey, that's right, man. Because you same people, man, that have us in captivity, man. Y'all back today, man. All right, hey, this place is our new Egypt, man. This is the house of bondage, man. And you see it, man. All right.
Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed.
You go ahead and know bro. Yeah, you go ahead. You go ahead. That's it.
Who read this here? Isaiah 9:16. For the leaders of this people cause them to err, and they that are led of them are destroyed. So the main people that are leaders for these so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans be these celebrities.
That's right.
They get set up. They done sold out. So every here and now you see a celebrity telling you to go forth and get this and get that. It's good for you. They also endorse incentives that they give you this and they give you that. And that's ultimately who our people look up to. That's who they idols are. You ask a common Jake who your idol is, they may say, Beyonce.
Right.
They may say LeBron James. They may say this person, that person. So what they gonna do? Those people who have some type of status, they're more reluctant to listen to their counsel versus listen to the counsel of the Lord, which is through the spirit of his mouth through his prophets.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how another way our people are led astray. Via those, like I said, those unrighteous decrees. They're also using our people. Really, a plethora of ways how our people are led to the slaughter. Ultimately, what's going on is they trying to pretty much, how can I put it, encourage you to pretty much accept the ways that they're presented to you to ultimately lead you to your death. Ultimately lead you astray from trusting in Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's right.
That's you going into leading onto your own understanding. You're not trusting in the Lord.
That's right.
Therefore, you're going to be led to, like I say what? And they that are led of them are destroyed. So you get led by these idols and these people of higher status, then ultimately what's going to happen to you is you're going to be destroyed because they're not putting Yahweh Shem Shah in their message. They're not putting them at the forefront of their mind, telling you to come back to your power. No, they ultimately listen to their oppressors, Esau, Edom, who got them on the payroll to pretty much to have you guide them into ways that you be destroyed.
That's right.
And that's what we're seeing that's going on right now in this day and age, right? Like really at this moment, it goes with those, like I said again, with those those jabs, and you got some people saying trust the science, trust this, and or you don't know what's in this, and you don't know what's in that, so. How much more should you not take this that you don't know what's in there? They just use these people. Some of these people are also, they in the world, but also people that call themselves being of the faith. We done had a particular example that the Captain Crunch. Captain Crunch done did. At first he said he wasn't gonna do this and that, but now he did. Yep. So what the people gonna do that call their congregation? They gonna go ahead and do it. They're gonna feel, well, if he did it, and I look up to him, I can do it as well. He is the truth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So say if they disregard Esau, they gonna do what the people that look like them or pretty much share the same seed line, and they gonna follow and do what they do.
That's right.
And I got another one. Jeremiah chapter 5, verse 26. For among my people are found wicked men. They lay wait as he that setteth snares, right? They set a trap, they catch men, and that's a trap. Anything that Esau even endorsed, and you can follow, you receive it, you follow and go through it, and that's a trap for the people. Because again, at the end of the day, it's forcing you or leading you to trust in your oppressor and not lean and trust in Yahweh Shem Shah.
That's right.
Actually, I got another scripture. This is Sirach, chapter 13. I'm gonna start at verse 23. 23. When a rich man speaketh, every man holdeth his tongue, and look what he saith. They extol it to the clouds. But if the poor man speak, they say, what fellow is this? And if he stumble, they will help to overthrow him. So that's just going on the point, man. We got these people of status and rich, who's higher up, so to speak, in this world. People gonna listen to him. But you got those that are humble, meek, and lowly, the men of the Lord, the Lord will reveal that number.
That's right.
They're not gonna listen to us.
That's right.
Like I said, look what can you show for yourself? What success you got? What's your bank account looking like?
Right.
So if you're not, like I said, on par with the status of being millionaires and being on TV and being famous, what the case may be, they gonna like I said, they gonna pretty much cash you aside, and they gonna listen to these niggas who done sold out.
That's right.
So that's just like I said, in many ways our people are led straight, that's not the solid, but maybe they use our people to do that.
This is the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 11. In those days, went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us, for since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow. Right, man, modern time, Jake, they live, up Esau, man. They go to Esau for the one of all things, man. With these celebrities, leading our people, man, especially these rappers, Jake see them be like, oh shit, he got all the money, he got the hoes, the cars, nice clothes. Look, man, the Lord, he'll give you that in righteousness, because in modern times, man, all that is the fire, alright? And then Jacob followed after that, and then Slacky. Jacob followed after that, and that leads to an incorruptible crown, right? Instead of the corruptible crown, instead of the incorruptible crown, which our Lord is going to promise us when we endure to the end, right? And Jake is influenced, by these modern day celebrities, man, because they hold the high status, all right? And then, that high status, that's ultimately a determining factor for Jake, all right? They don't want to listen to the man with the poor clothing. Right, they only want to listen to the man with all the money, all right, the nice clothes, the suits, all right. And ultimately, because inside, the people, all the good suits and stuff, they're full of it.
That's right.
All right.
I got something real quick. Hey, this is First Timothy 6:5. It says, perverse disputings of men of corrupt minds and destitute of the truth, supposing that gain is godliness. From such withdraw thyself. That's right, man. Hey, these people in the world, man, think gain is godliness, man. Just because they got the cars, the riches, all right, the land, the houses and stuff, they think, he's a man of the Lord because, hey, the Lord's looking out for him. All right, look what he got. All right, so they think gain is godliness, man. But that's not. They've gotten those riches and stuff corruptly, man. All right.
That's why it's gonna be hard for the rich to enter into the kingdom of God.
That's right.
Because the way that a lot of them have obtained it. I mean, everyone is not wrong to have money, but if you obtain that money in a wicked way and doing against your you should be destroyed.
That's right. Right. Yeah, because there's brothers in the truth got money. We're not no poor bums on the streets, man. That can't take care of nothing. The Lord takes care of His men, man. All right. Hey, it says money's a defense. All right, but we don't. But we can lose things now, and it could be all gone tomorrow, man. That we're built up in Yahweh Shemel Shah. We're not worried about the things of this world. Okay, yeah, brothers have nice things, but we're willing to let it all go in a heartbeat. All right, that's where your mind has to be in. Because, like I said earlier, hey, who allows you to be rich? All right, it's Yahweh Shemel Shah. He's the one that allows you to gain money and lose money. All right, it's all up to His will. All right.
If I may add, like the scriptures say, what shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his soul?
That's right. That's right, man. All right.
Scriptures also say, most of you who have received consolation on this side,
That's right.
We're not seeking to, make it, in this kingdom, all right? We're seeking to make it to the righteous kingdom, all right? Established on our Lord Yahushua, all right, in a righteous vibration, right? Because the stuff you got to do in this world, you got to sell out to get what you want. You got to do wickedness, man, to get all the riches in this world.
That's right.
All right. Back in 2nd Esdras chapter 15, verse 11, and it reads, but I will bring them with a mighty hand and a stretched out arm, and smite Egypt with plagues, as before, and will destroy all the land thereof.
And see, that's how you know we're in that spiritual Egypt now, because He said the plagues as before. All right, this is not talking about ancient Egypt. All right, this is talking about the next Egypt. All right, that He's going to do the same thing. Okay. All right, and He's going to deliver. He's going to deliver His elect men out of it, man. All right.
This is Jeremiah chapter 16, start verse 13. Therefore, will I cast you out of this land into a land that ye know not, neither ye nor your fathers, and and there shall you serve other gods day and night, where I will not shew you favor. Right? It's talking about over here about Babylon the Great.
That's right.
It say, therefore, behold, the days come, saith Yahweh Shai, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt. Right? Because that's what happened when he used the permission of Moses. Aaron, he ultimately led us out of ancient Egypt.
That's right.
Destroyed the house of Pharaoh. He parted the sea, go to the part of the sea for us. The Gulf of Suez for us. That was a great deliverance, which is still talked about to this day.
That's right.
They even got movies that's talked about to this day. Little cartoons, little, so forth and so on. It's a verse 15. But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, from all the lands that he had driven them, and I will bring them again into their land that I gave unto their fathers. So what's going to end up happening is we are in what they call North America. Right? And which is Babylon the Great, happens to reside over here. And the Lord said He's gonna deliver us out of the land of the world. So that's how He's gonna be going back to 2 15. That's how He's gonna lead us. He's gonna bring us out with a mighty hand.
That's right.
And stretched out arm. Ultimately, He's gonna lead us out and bring us out by way of Yahweh and the holy angels.
That's right.
That's how He's gonna lead us out. And the devastation, destruction that happened over here is gonna overtake the destruction that happened in ancient Egypt.
That's right.
And we got another one real quick to say it will destroy all the land thereof. This is Joel chapter 3, verse 19. Egypt shall be a desolation, and Edom shall be a desolate wilderness, for the violence against the children of Judah, because they have shed innocent blood in their land. So ultimately, the end all be all, because this is spiritually Egypt, and who are the people, who are the leaders, if you will, the kings that reign over this spiritual land of Egypt? That'll be Esau, Edom.
That's right.
That's why they are synonymously tied into the same scripture. And the Lord said, what? Egypt shall be a desolation, right? And when you go into that word desolation, it says, it's a devastation, astonishment, most desolate, a waste. It's a devastation, a waste, desolation, a wilderness. So we know after the destruction that comes to this place, it's going to be the biggest desert in the world. So that's what's foretold and what's going to happen to this land of Egypt for ultimately all the things they have done. So like I said, so that's just most of the fact that how the Lord going to lead us out, man. He's going to destroy this place, and He's going to take it use his right hand, stretch out more, shit out,
That's
and
right.
if I may, if I could just read verse 12.
Yeah, go ahead.
It say, Egypt shall mourn, and the foundation of it shall be smitten with the plague and punishment that Yahweh shall bring upon it. So it's going to be a punishment. That those plagues go into multiple beings, but the main plague that's going to destroy this place is going to be the nuclear fire and the concentrated laser beams from the cherry.
That's right.
So that's ultimately the end all be all over here. So you people who getting led astray, getting led as flocks to the slaughter, listen to these people. Oh, we need the nation build. We need to get some land. We need to get this. We need to get that. For what? It's already written before time that this whole place is going to be a desolation.
That's right, bro.
So while you trying to live, and like I said, hey man, you people that's trying to be at comfort, be comfortable here in the land of your captivity, hey, continue to do so. Continue to forsake the word, forsake your how about Shai, forsake His man, because the end all be all for you is going to be death and destruction.
That's right.
The rest of this land.
That's right.
To your point, He said this place is not our rest.
That's right. So that's right. All right.
Yeah, who's that? You good?
I just want to back away real quick. This is Zephaniah 1 and 15. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness. Hey man, hey, that ain't nothing pretty, no pretty sight, man. Hey man, it's gonna be like the brother said, this place gonna be destroyed, man, through the loops in y'all by some y'all side. Alright? That ain't the pretty rainbows in the skies which the churches tell you that the Lord come back with new rainbows and butterflies. No. The Lord's coming to destroy this place, man. Alright, to cleanse it. Alright, it's not gonna be beautiful at all, man. What does it say? A day of darkness, man. A day of wasteness. The brother said it's gonna be a desert wasteness, man. Alright?
That's why he said he's going to hit Egypt with like plagues before, man. And it's going to be way worse, actually, because what? This is gonna be a time like never before, man. You're gonna be able to measure anything else with anything from the past, man. This thing is gonna be a great destruction, man.
All right.
Jeff, any good?
Yeah, yes, I'm right.
Ezekiel 35, and I started 7. Thus will I make Mount Seir most desolate and cut off from it him that passeth out and him that returneth.
Good.
Right, so he's going to make Mount Seir most desolate, all right, most ways. All right, and him that passeth out, so him going out, and him that comes back to it. All right.
Real quick. And who's that Mount Seir? Esau Edom, man. Sleazy Edom, man.
Chief House.
Yeah, that's right.
Verse 8, and I will fill his mountains with slain men, and in thy hills, and in thy valleys, and in all thy rivers shall they fall that are slain with the sword. Alright, so this, this place is going to be filled with dead bodies, alright, filled with destruction, alright? From the mountains to the rivers, everywhere. Okay?
Right.
End of verse 9. And I will make the perpetual desolations, and thy cities shall not return, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. Alright? So he's gonna make it perpetual desolation, alright? And just like y'all had that perpetual hatred against us, y'all can get that perpetual desolation against y'all. Alright?
Right.
And you will know that Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is the only living power, alright?
Back in 2nd Esdras chapter 15.
Oh, real quick. I just want to get that definition for perpetual. Never ending or changing, all right? So, hey, he's going to forever destroy you.
All right. All right. Again, this is the book of 2nd Esdras chapter 15, continuing in verse 12. Go 13. 13. They that till the ground shall mourn, for their seeds shall fail through the blasting and hail, and with the fearful constellation.
Hey, that's right, man. Because crops aren't gonna be able to grow, man. All right, and you've seen a little bit of that happen here the last couple of years, man, with heavy rains, hailstorms as well, just like it even says there. All right, just not even allowing crop production to go up, man. All right, hey, these are the things that are coming from this land, man. All right, and in a mass way, that's one of the plagues, man.
If I may add to that, you also have the sales or the actual taking of farmland, and also the cease of selling seeds.
That's right.
So that's also going to play into that.
That's right.
All right. 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 14, and it reads, "Woe to the world and them that dwell therein."
That's right. Hey, it's nothing but death. That word "woe," what? Death and destruction, man. It's coming upon this world, and hey, and them that dwell therein. All right. And that's why you're not supposed to be a part of this world as well, man. You're supposed to come up out of here. All right. And come back to these law, statutes, and commandments, man, because this place is going to be utterly destroyed, man. All right?
Verse 15, and it reads, "For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands." Yep.
Second Esdras, chapter 6, verse 24. At that time shall friends fight one against another for enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear, those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run.
That's right. Hey, because here's the thing, man. Hey, when the Lord starts really jacking this place up, man, hey, all hell's going to break loose, all right? All right? The wisdom of this world is going to pass away, man. People are going to be running around not knowing what to do, man. Because why? They weren't rooted in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. And I'm talking about you two-third Israelites, man. All right? And we already know the heathen can't make it, so hey, all the jakes that wanted to take their time or are not adhere, hey, man, you're going to be caught up in the BS with the rest of these heathens, man. All right? You're going to be trying to go door to door, man. All right? Trying to rape, rob, and pillage, all right? Trying to get resources, all right, man? When there's no longer trucks and there's no longer a Walmart to go to, man. All right? When all the supply chains are totally broken down, which they're breaking down right now, man. All right? Because this is all leading up to this big destruction, man. It's all going to happen all at once, man.
Second Esdras 13 to 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another. One city against another, one place against another, one people against another, and one realm against another.
Woo! See, so you going, hey, all over the globe, man. There's gonna be people fighting each other for resources, man. Trying to survive. All right. Just on basic necessities, man. People are gonna be losing their shit, man. All right. So hey, there's not gonna be anything good coming, man. When the Lord starts really jacking this place up, man, to this full extent.
This is precept that the statement made in 2 Ezra 15, where it says, "The sword and destruction drought not." But in Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 8, again the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, "Son of man, prophesy and say, Thus saith the Lord, Yahweh outside, say, a sword sharpened, also purged." Right, man. So Esau, man, actually, ultimately is the left hand of the Heavenly Father working, all right, to bring down judgment on you two-thirds Jacob, right? And that sword is Esau, because even though King David was like, "Arise, O Lord, and deliver."
Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Yahweh, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword.
All right, man, and according to Malachi 1:4, we know the wicked is the Esau Edom. And Esau Edom is the main nation that Yahweh uses as a whipping stick to judge our people.
That's right, bro.
It says a sword is sharpened, so Esau's getting that sword ready. And it might have been a few months back, maybe the beginning of this year or in the last year, an article came out. Esau coming in many ways to kill you. All right, and among them was a electric chair, guillotine, lynching, right, and a multitude of other things, man. And Esau, we know Esau got way more than that behind his arsenal, right?
And why is he coming to that state? Because his witchcraft, his media, those things are failing him, man. He's been exposed on all. The Most High has been exposing him. All right, so now he's gonna have to get karma. All right, he's gonna have to show his horns, man. All right, the devil's gonna come and have a great wrath, man. He's gonna show what he's really about, man. All right. That's right, man.
This is Ezekiel chapter 21, verse 10. It is sharpened to make a sword slaughter. Now, according to prophecy, 2/3 of our people gotta die off, right? It says, it is furbished and it may glitter. So when Esau, comes in with the sword, all right, he's wasting it. It's gonna pop out most definitely. Like the brother said, man, he's gonna show the horns eventually, all right? It says, should we then make murder? What's the answer to that, man? No. We shouldn't be, in this happy, jolly state, all right, knowing what's coming down the pipeline, all right? It contendeth the rod of my son at every tree. So, all right, man, Esau, like the brother's going into, man, coming down with that great wrath, right? And I had another precept to back up, people fighting against each other, all right? This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 19, and verse 2. And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians. They shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, kingdom against kingdom. And we know in the earlier precept, all right, brothers have proved that we're in spiritual Egypt, because Egypt is symbolic for the place of our bodies. So in today's time, Esau, Esau not messing with Esau, right? These lower level Edomites, right? They getting their ammo stock, their guns ready, because they don't want to comply with the higher ups, man. They don't want to comply, with the Vanessa, all right? They don't want to comply with the new legislations coming down, all right? And that's why I said the Egyptians against the Egyptians, Even Esau, go up against Esau at some point in time, all right? So then they shall fight everyone against his neighbors, everyone against his flocky, everyone against his brother, everyone against his neighbor, city against city against city, kingdom against kingdom. All right, man. So there's utter chaos, right? People going at it, blow for blow, shots firing, all right? Stabbing each other, all right? Just a lot of killing, man.
Go to read verse 3.
Verse 3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof.
And how is the spirit of Egypt failing, man? Hey, the American dream is dead, man. All right, this place of all the wonders and beautiful.